they did it. Well, they did it, but they got to get two for flinching because why the fuck did you do this? Why would you do this? Because it's really fucking stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you move all out to fucking 3 o'clock instead of 8?
Like you
Why?
said, they flinched.
Okay, but all right. What's your thoughts on this? What's your thoughts on this?
And then moving to three, I don't care.
Okay, you don't care.
Yeah, like I have no thoughts on it. Like I could watch both separately. That's the plus side.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But also, they did something right. They did something right, but then did something really stupid at the same time. Because HBO Max is going to have All Out, but it's only $10 off the whole price. What are
Eh,
we doing? What are we
I
doing?
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that.
It's stupid. What are we doing? Like everybody is literally going, that is stupid. That is a stupid ass move. Why do we do that?
Yeah.
Like it's it's only worse because you're paying $20 for HBO Max first. Then you're paying an extra $40 for the pay-per-view, which is it just equates to $60, which you're actually paying more than you would just pay for a regular AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You see how that doesn't add up?
It's like they say you're getting some type of discount, but in actuality you're not.
Mm-hmm. It is very like it's very shady. I mean, not shady, but it's just stupid. It's just
Yeah.
very stupid, and like at this point, like you could have did so much to have so much goodwill with people if you would have been like, "Hey guys, it's all included in your Max deal. It's right there. If you have Max, you have the show." And everybody have been like, "All right, cool. Thank you, Tony. That's awesome."
I would have been down for it. Yeah.
Everybody would have. But now it's just like, you know, we still gotta pay for it. Like we still gotta pay $40 for it. It's like, what's the big difference? Just $10 off. Um, it just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna watch it, but it just doesn't work for me. It's like I would rather, and it's not even the fact of being cheap. It's just in this new economy, you should be able to have wrestling shows for $20 max.
Yeah.
And I know somebody's gonna be like, "Well, what about the $30 for the ESPN deal?" We'll get to that when we get to that. But right now, I'm talking about AEW. It could have been cheap. It could have been real cheap.
Yep.
Dynamite started out with Gabe Kidd, AEW's new guy, Gabe Kidd. Listen, I don't give a shit if he's supposed to be quote unquote coming back to New Japan. He's an AEW guy. Like
At
he's
this point,
literally there.
yeah.
Dude, like it didn't even feel like it's the dude from New Japan. It just felt like I'm here. And if anybody brings up Ishii, every time Ishii comes out, he has a New Japan shirt on. No matter what he's doing, it's the Lion Mark shirt every time. Gabe Kidd, nope, he's just MWO. That's it. I,
Yeah, Ishii represents.
I'm just at a loss for this. And then he just calls out Darby. This is what bothers me about this situation is the whole thing about this. So he calls out Darby. Darby shows up and beats the shit out of him. They get in a fight. They scrap. They go at it. Then Darby takes him out back and he puts Gabe Kidd in a body bag and drags him off. And I'm just like, okay, what the fuck just happened? And I know people are like, well, that's what happened. No, he being Gabe Kidd wants to fight Darby. He wants to fight Darby. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
But You just made him look like a fucking dork by getting beat up and put in a body bag and dragged out back.
Total scrub.
Yeah. And while they were fighting, the MWO wanted to come out there, and then Hook showed up. So Hook's coming down to the ring, but all of a sudden the ops just run by Hook, and Hook's like, "What the fuck?" And they start beating up the MWO. Hook gets his hands on Claudio, and like immediately when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this doesn't seem right. Something's off here." Like,
Yeah, that felt weird to me.
yeah, because the way he looked, he just looked like, "What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing?" And I was like, something's happening here. Like that's exactly how I felt. I was like, something's happening.
Yep.
Then we had Mercedes Monet versus Alexander Winter.
Good match.
You like
I
this
thought it was,
match?
yeah.
You really liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Hmm.
It's just the ending just threw me off because
As you
Mercedes
text
got,
me though, every 6 months though.
yeah, no, that's we're gonna get to that. It's not even every 6 months. We're gonna get to that. But Mercedes gets the win. So after the match, Alex goes to give her the handshake, and then they start fighting. And it's like, okay, we just had the match. Mercedes won clean. We're not going to this again. So Mercedes is beating her up. Then all of a sudden, Rhio shows up. And it's been 1 year since we saw Rhio in AEW. And she does the Rhio thing because she shows up and she gets a title shot.
Always.
Every time she just comes back, she gets a title shot. No matter what. She just shows up, title shot immediately. Like I don't know how I feel about that because like she's good, but I don't think that you could just be away for a whole year, show up, get a title shot every time. Like
Yeah.
no other way. Every time. It's
At
ridiculous.
least he doesn't win it though. So that's plus side, but still.
Yeah, but
I agree with
still,
you.
it's just weird.
Yeah.
So then we had a Hook and Ops thing backstage. And Hook's like, damn, dog. He was like, you can't even wait for the body to be cold to replace me. And Joe was like, dog, he stepped up. I know you wasn't here. He was like, even though you're not around, we still got your back no matter what. It was like, oh, okay, but like you didn't you didn't make him feel comfortable by saying, yeah, no, we replaced you, but we still got your back. It's like, whatever. Like, damn, dog, like you fucked him over and now he's like he bad about it, and you're like, well, just shut up. Everything's cool.
That's pretty much what he said. He could have simply just said, "You're still one of us." Simple as
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but he was just like, nah, he was like, just shut up. Like, we got your back, but whatever. All right, damn. Then we had Ricochet in the Gates of Agony challenged to a 6 man, the Hurt Syndicate. Did they challenge them next week, or was this at the pay per view? When did they challenge them for? Because they weren't clear on that.
I understood next week. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I understood.
Yeah, because like to me, it wasn't fully clear. It was like, okay. Then we have something that's like really fucking confusing because this goes into the whole entire night, and it starts from this promo. This like I left the whole show in confusion. Like, well, what the fuck is happening? Like, I'm dead serious. Like, I was left like, what the fuck is going on? Because Mark Briscoe comes out, and Mark Briscoe cuts a promo because he wants to fight Kyle Fletcher for the TNT title. So Don Callis goes, "You're not getting a shot at Kyle Fletcher." And so Mark's like, "Fuck it. Give me one of the Don Callis family right now." Because then Don says, "You know what? You can have DeCesta on Collision. But right now, you can have Lance Archer." I was like, okay, okay. Like this is what my thought pattern was. This is exactly what my thought pattern was. Okay, he's gonna fight Takeshita, and then he's gonna wind up getting a shot at Kyle Fletcher, right? That's how it's gonna go,
But
right?
I thought
That's what I thought too. But then it's like, no, because like by the end of the night, I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do we even get here? And like this setup is a setup that like I'm gonna explain later when I talk about another promo later, because that leads into more of the confusion. So Mark Briscoe winds up beating Lance Archer. It is what it is.
yeah,
Tony Storm cuts a promo with I have no fucking clue who she's gonna face. None. None at all.
and if you don't know, that means a lot of people don't know.
Yeah. We had Harley Cameron and Chris Statlander, who are a tag team, and Wheeler Yuta shows up in Marina Shafir. And Chris Statlander says something, and I'm like, huh. She goes, tell our friend I got the message. And I was like, okay, you got the message. Does that mean exactly what I think it means? Like she said, I got the message. And they just walk off. But to me, it's like, okay, she's going to kill Harley because she's going to join the MWO. Is that a thing? And like, what's up?
That's what I understood. That's what I thought was going to happen all along. So
Yeah, that's what it looks like after this.
I hope it's a swerve though, because like it's too easy.
Yeah. So then we get a tag title match. Brodito or Bandito. Yeah, it is Brodito. Yeah, I'm right.
The tag team name is Brotito, yeah.
Yeah. Brodito versus the MWO. And Brodito beats the MWO. I mean, did you think something else was going to happen? Like,
I
you
mean, if
know?
if fucking Death Riders would have won, I would have been upset. So I'm glad it went that way, even though I didn't expect them to win. You know,
Yeah, like I definitely didn't expect them to win, but it's like, okay, so now who does Brodito face? Like, who are they going to face for the tag titles? I don't know.
no idea.
So
Yeah,
then we had Okada, and Okada starts talking shit about Takeshita, Takeshita, and he's talking shit about him, which to me just seems like, okay, Okada's gonna cause Takeshita to match with Mark Briscoe. So Mark Briscoe's gonna win, and he's gonna become number one contender for something that he's not gonna get a shot at. Like, cause like, okay, if Mark Briscoe wins and he gets a shot at Kyle Fletcher, that means MJF has to cause Mark Briscoe to match because Kyle Fletcher needs to win if Kyle Fletcher is going to do the thing that he's supposed to be doing eventually. So that's just, it's just fucking idiotic to me. It just feels idiotic to me.
convoluted.
It's way too convoluted because when Kyle Fletcher loses that other match, then they're going to try to make him face Mark Briscoe, and then he'll probably lose the title to Mark Briscoe. And then it'll piss everybody off because it'll be two losses for Kyle Fletcher. It, it's too much bullshit. It's literally too much bullshit.
Way too much bullshit.
Then we had FTR versus CNC Music Factory. They was fighting, and Adam Priest was out there, and he was trying to break stuff up. And all I kept looking like, he looks familiar. He looks familiar. Here's the thing: when I say who he looks like, it's gonna fuck everybody up. But I
Okay.
was like, this guy just looks familiar. And then when they had the backstage segment, I'm looking at him and I'm looking at his face. I'm like, oh my God, he looks just like Crash Holly.
Oh my God, he does. What the fuck? Now I can't unsee it. Shit.
Yes. So FTR challenges Adam Priest to find a tag team partner so they can face FTR on Collision. Cool. We had the Young Bucks, Kyle Fletcher and Josh Alexander versus Jet Speed, Kenny Omega, and Hangman.
I
How did you
enjoyed this
like this
match.
match? Did you like it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this match was just like all action. Stuff happened. And at the end, Kyle Fletcher beat the shit out of Hangman Page. And it's like, okay, is Kyle Fletcher about to go against Hangman? Probably for the world title. But then he just like beats the dog shit out of Kenny Omega and puts him through a table, taking Kenny out. So now Kenny's going to miss the show because of this. In
He's
air
dead,
quotes.
like he said.
Yeah, in air quotes, this is the reason. But Kenny is having surgery or something. This was already planned. This wasn't just a random thing. This was planned. So they had to take him out on TV so Kenny's not wrestling at the pay per view.
Okay.
Yeah, like so it looks like it's gonna be Kyle Fletcher versus Hangman for the world title at All Out. How do you feel about that being the main event?
I'm okay with it because I like Kyle, but like it's weird because he has a title of his own, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I do like Kyle, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Like I think it's gonna be a good match, though.
No, it's gonna be a good match, but the problem is Kyle has a title.
Yeah.
So I'm not going into this believing Kyle is going to beat Hangman. Like I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm not going into this going, oh my god, he's going to beat him. Like I don't feel it. So it's just on them because they're making me feel this way. But it is what it is. Like I don't feel it. So this is just like a placeholder until whenever.
I was just about to use that word, placeholder. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is supposed to be a big show, so I don't know why this is. Like I said, it's going to be a good match, but I don't know why this is headlining the show when you could have other stuff that can headline the show.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. NXT started out with Jada Parker versus Lash Legend, and they act like they had something to prove, which they don't. But they was fighting like they really had something to prove. Like, look, we can wrestle, we can kick each other's ass. It's like we know this already, but y'all didn't have to prove that to us. But thanks for doing it.
Jada needs to go to jail.
She does not need to go to jail
Ass
because
assault with a deadly weapon.
okay, okay.
That's all I say.
So Lash gets the win, and then Jada assaults her after the match and puts her through the barricade.
That was insane. Like that was a crazy spot to me
Yes.
anyway.
Mm-hmm. So once again, this is exactly why this person exists. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm not trying to be the asshole about it, but exactly why this person exists, and I don't mean just like exist in WWE. Like I believe like this is her whole purpose of life because we have a backstage segment, and it's a Maybelline backstage segment with Ariana Grace and Blake Monroe, and it's like you just were born for this. Like everything about this is like, yeah, she's just born to not only be a WWE superstar, but just like be in this world. Like she's just born for this. It's just insane.
Isn't that catchphrase a Maybelline? Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, something like
Yep,
that.
that's it. And then Jordan Grace comes in and she's about to beat the shit out of Blake. But Kaylee Armstrong's like, damn, dog, like you can't keep busting the head, fucking with shit. Like I had a match, you fucked my match up, so why don't me and you go one on one? And So Jordan was like, all right, cool. And they fucked up during the first match because Javon Evans was coming in. And if you watch the Jada and Lash match, they showed Javon coming in by accident. They cut off and go right back to the match. But then after the segment, they show Javon Evans. Like I was like, how did y'all fuck that up that bad?
That was a bad fuck up. Yeah.
So Javon comes in and he's saying, yo, I let y'all down. And he's like, yo, I had it. I had it. I had Oba beat, but he got his foot under the ropes, but I had him beat. He's like, I keep replaying this in my mind. He's like, but I had this. He's like, I'm sorry I let y'all down. I'm sorry. He's like, but he's like, I thought it was my time. I thought I had this. And he's like, I'm sorry I let y'all down. And then the bell tolls and everybody's like, oh my God, it's Taker, but it's Josh Briggs.
That pissed me off. Like, yeah, like, fuck Briggs.
Yeah. Then he came in there and beat the shit out of Javon, laid him out. So now it's gonna be Javon versus Josh Briggs, probably at the pay-per-view.
Okay.
I'm not happy with it either. Don't think I'm happy with it. I'm not happy.
You heard my tone, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Then we had a backstage with Hank and Tank and Ricky and Oba. This was this was so funny because Hank's trying to hype up Ricky. Tank's trying to hype up Oba. And all of a sudden, just I don't even know how the fuck this happened. Just Ricky and Oba started making jokes and started vibing. And it was like, okay, these guys are funny. Like, like these guys are funny. Like I just was looking at this like, okay, they need to team up after this fight because this is fucking hilarious.
Like they like each other, but they don't at the same time, type of shit.
Yeah. Like I was like, damn, like they have good chemistry.
Yeah, that match is gonna be awesome. So,
Hmm. Then we had a speed match. And I actually like this because of something that a lot of people weren't paying attention to. So it was a speed match between Zaya Lee Brookside and Candice LeRae. And so it's a 3 minute match. So at 2 minutes is green. At 1 minute is yellow. But in it down to the seconds, it's red. Dude, I like that.
yeah.
Like to let you know like how close you're getting to the end is like, okay, Candace won, so she moves on to the next round. And
She's a former champion too, so like she
yep,
should be good for this.
yeah. Then we get Josh Briggs in the back, and he's talking shit to Mr. Chase, the Chase you dorks. And that shit was like, okay, cool. And it sets up a match. And speaking of setting up a match, we had Fatal Influence, Izzy and Tatum, and Zoruka. And they're in the back, and Ava says next week we're gonna have a triple threat, and the winners will take on the tag team champs. I was like, okay,
Okay.
yeah, I was like, all right. And this was the thing that made me say I hate Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, because you text me that shit.
They showed a Dark State promo, dude. After watching this, I was like, I fucking hate Shawn Michaels because he laid out each one of their reasonings for doing this. And it was so precise and dope. I was like, I fucking hate you because I hate Dark State because they suck and there's nothing about them that's cool. When he gave the reasoning for each of them why they're here, and it's like, I hate this because now I actually care. Because now I fucking care. Because it's like, what the like? The one dude is a football player, and he was mad because he keeps getting benched and shit, and they wouldn't let him wrestle. He's like, but he had to step up. Then Cutler James is like, yo, I was on LFG and they said that I couldn't make it. Like, all right. Then they say Saquon is so crazy and shit fucks up with him. Like, all right. Then they show Dion's story. And I'm like, okay. And then they all bring back a fucking thing where I'm like, what the fuck? They say they all started out as security. And they showed each one of them as security at NXT. And then they mentioned everybody else started out as security. And then they start pointing out that Trick, Braun, Sheamus, LA Knight, all of these people with security. I'm like, I fucking hate you, Sean. Because now I fucking care. I fucking hate him. Like,
I'm
why
mad
does
just
he
for the
even
security thing.
like the security thing was like the icing on the cake when it came to this. I'm like, I hate this so much
Yeah.
because it was like it was so perfectly done. Because like for literally months we had no idea who they were. We had no reason to give a shit. This one promo, 20 seconds, made us care. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I care.
Sean, great booker. Great booker.
Yes, we had Trick Williams come out. Now I don't know if anybody noticed this, but I noticed as soon as he walked out there. And Trick is standing there with the title on. And I'm like, the title's upside down. The fuck?
Oh, he
And it's
does
like,
that. He does that. He's been doing that.
is it on purpose or like he did it
Y-
because it's fucked up?
No, it's on purpose. I forgot the meaning behind it, but like basically it's because of him that NXT is popping now, supposedly.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'd been doing that for a while.
Well, on TNA, they did confirm what we said months ago. We're getting Santana versus Trick Williams 1-on-1 at Bound for Glory for the TNA title.
Oh my God, who knew?
I don't know. Listen, if Trick doesn't lose his title to Santana, I I don't know. Like I literally will have no words. I won't have any words. Like seriously.
Because like, who could be the next guy? Like, what the fuck?
Nobody. It's definitely Santana, and this is the time to put the title on him. And
Yes.
like they can have a title back, everything be fine. Just do it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then Trick gets interrupted by DIY. And I would have thought anybody else would have been perfect, but at the same time, they're perfect for this because they're going back to Full Set. And they were talking about how they bleed gold, and they were talking shit to Trick. So it looks like it's going to be a one-on-one with one of DIY versus Trick, but I don't know if that's how it's going to work. Like I feel like something's going to happen, and Trick's going to get a partner, and it's going to be DIY versus Trick and Mella.
That's what I feel.
Yeah, because like I don't see like any other way because it's going to be in black and gold. Like Mello did start out in black and gold, and so did Trick.
Yeah.
Then we had a backstage with Ethan Page and fucking Tavion Heights. And they were talking, and I don't know how, but they booked a flag match, and Ava just goes, all right, cool, perfect. Because they just start talking about the flag, and she just goes, all right, perfect. Like she booked the match. She didn't do shit but to say, all right, perfect. That's it.
She let them book it. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Normally GMs get mad at that shit.
Mm-hmm. So then we had Kaylee Armstrong versus Jordan Grace. Jordan got the win, and then Blake Monroe came out. And Jordan and Blake got into it, and Jordan busted open Blake, and Vic Joseph said the words that I was ready to hear. And he said, oh my God, it's the woman from hell. It was like, okay. she's gonna fucking kill Jordan Grace now. Like Blake is gonna kill Jordan Grace now. So she kept looking at the blood. Yeah,
Is
it's
this
gonna
when
be a
she finally goes to SmackDown, like we've been like saying?
oh yeah, no, this is it. She's definitely going to SmackDown
Oh, okay.
because of this. We had a Lola Vice promo, and Lola Vice was back in Cuba talking to her mommy and showing everything about how she used to live. And then at the end of it, she goes, "Well, if you think that's crazy, wait till you meet my dad," which is going to be next week's promo.
Eh,
You didn't enjoy it?
I don't care for promos where like they like talk about their past and like this, that, and the third, and like yeah, whatever.
No, I kind of enjoyed it. But then we had Josh Briggs versus Mr. Chase. Josh Briggs killed everybody in Chase U because he's Josh Briggs, the monster.
Oh my God, I almost called him the monster among men. That's not him.
Wrong monster. Wrong monster.
Doesn't he have a nickname? I swear he has a nickname.
You know what? I don't know. I don't think so.
Like, damn, I had to think about it. 'Cause I know they called him something. I almost want to call him the man on a mission, but that's also wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong. Then we had the main event: Dark State versus Oba, Ricky, and Hank and Tank. And this match was going smoothly until Dark State made Ricky and Oba bust into each other, and then they started fighting, and then they ran out there, and Dark State was just there with Hank and Tank, and the one guy from fucking Dark State has Hank, and he's about to choke him out, and he's like, "Nobody can save you now," and Hank just goes, "Joe Hendry," and Joe Hendry just appears, and it distracted Dark State and they lost because of Joe Hendry.
I laughed my ass off. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, it was so fucking random. It was like, what the fuck just happened? It was so random and it was funny as hell. I was like, all right, I get it. Like, I, I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't
Was
know
it?
how like you could be mad at it because it was so fucking stupid. It's just like it just was so dumb, but it was just like wrestle dumb. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck it. You know, I'm here for it, buddy.
Like at this point, he should do a State Farm commercial.
I mean, he probably will. He probably will. But I was just laughing my fucking ass off because it was so stupid. I was like, oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
But that was NXT, and then we had Raw, which was actually the fallout for Clash of the Castle.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot what it was like for a second. I was like, what the fuck was it the fallout to? And then I remembered it was Clash of the Castle. So it started out with CM Punk in the back, and he's just there. And Pierce is like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm waiting for him. And he's like, listen, he's not here. He's like, yeah, I know. When he shows up, I'm gonna kick his ass. And Pierce is like, all right, fuck it, whatever, and left.
It's quote unquote that's the only entrance to the building.
Yeah, which we know is, but I was gonna say which we know is wrong, but there's actually a good explanation for that.
Okay.
So then we had Jay Uso. Jay was sad because Jay's like, yo, I let y'all down. I fucked up. I thought it was our time. I listened to Roman. I did what was right, and I let y'all down, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. And then LA Knight comes out, and LA's like, Doug, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because we had opportunity to win, but you just went around super kicking everybody. And they start going at it, and then Braun and Braun come out. They start talking shit, and they set up a tag match for later. All
Yeah.
right, yeet. Then we had a backstage with Kari, Io, and Asuka. And the Kabuki Warriors are gonna have a tag team match. And Io's like, listen, about last week, man, it wasn't even what you think. And Asuka's like, no, it's fine, everything's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the Kabuki Warriors are about to go out. She's like, Io's like, wait, I can go out with you. And Asuka's like, no, you got things to worry about. Go over there, it's fine. So Asuka leaves, and Kari goes back to talk to Io. She was about to say something to Io, and like they were smiling and everything. And Asuka goes, Kari! She's like, sorry, and then she just runs off and leaves.
I think somebody like on Twitter actually said that whole like Kari thing, like her calling Kari, is gonna be like the new Yeet or whatever. That's gonna gain traction. How do you
I
feel
mean,
about that?
I don't know. I don't know. That's a reach. To me, that's a
Yeah,
reach.
it's gonna be funny at least. Like it's gonna keep going, but I don't think it's
Yeah,
gonna be a Yeet thing. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. It's gonna be it'll be funny, but it's like it's not gonna catch on like Yeet.
Yeah,
So we did get the Kabuki Warriors beating the Judgment Day girls, and they were happy, and it was fine. Then we had Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce said, "I'm making an announcement about the women's title match, and at WrestlePalooza, we're gonna have Stephanie Vaquer versus El Shirai for the world title." And
yay.
I was like, "Okay, I mean, I'm not wrong, mad about it, but this match needs to end. They've wrestled twice already, and this has to be the match where it ends. Somebody has to finish. It has to end." Like,
Yeah, because neither one like they actually finished, if I'm correct, right?
no, neither one. Like the very first one, Roxy and Julia showed up. The one after that, I forgot who it was. It might have been Roxy again. Dude,
It
this
might have
has
been
to
Roxy and Raquel.
it might have been. Like this has to end. This is for the world title. This has to end. I think I know exactly where this is gonna go. Eel's gonna win. Eel's gonna go to Crown Jewel, and she's gonna face Rhea. Rhea's gonna finally beat her in her hometown, win the world championship. There you go,
Yeah.
and that's it. They that's how I see it happening. Like, sorry for Stephanie, who hasn't been on TV in 6 weeks, but hey, you know, it is what it is. CM Punk was still waiting on Seth Rollins. Then we had a pretty decent match, which was Finn Balor versus Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee lost to Finn Balor. Finn gets the win, and then other stuff happens. So we get Nikki in the back talking to EO, and she's like, Stephanie's my girl, but I'm rooting for you too. And then the Kabuki Warriors show up and said, no. We're your friend, EO. We're your friend. And he was like, yeah, you're right.
How long
So,
until EO figured it out? Like, I'm not fucking with y'all.
Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel is when she finally figures out what's going on.
Okay,
Because I believe Asuka's going to be the main reason that EO loses to Rhea, and that's going to be it.
gotcha.
Because I feel like Asuka and Rhea are going to have a program before that.
I can see that.
Then we had the War Raiders with Penta versus the New Day with Big G.
Can't believe you actually called him Big G.
Yeah. And the War Raiders and Penta win. And so Jackie interviews Rhea, and she's like, hey, how do you feel about the world championship? And she's like, yo, I should be in it, but, you know, whoever wins, wins. I hope EO wins so I can beat her. And then Oscar shows up and says, you stay away from EO. Rhea's like, I'm not scared of you. And they just go back and forth, and Oscar says, nobody's ready for Oscar.
Not even you, or something
Yes.
like that.
Then we get Roxy talking to Adam Pearce, and Roxy's like, yo, I should be in a title match. I pinned Io. He's like, you know what? I'll consider you being a first challenger for whoever wins. And then here comes Lyra Valkyria. And Lyra's like, yo, I ain't been in action for a month. What's up, dog? Like, I want to wrestle. And then Pierce is talking about, yo, I talked to Bailey. She seemed fine, but she's saying some crazy shit. But, you know, I talked to her. And then he says, you know what, Lyra? Next week, you versus the Judgment Day girls. Like, I guess you can find a partner. I was like, oh, okay. That was weird.
Which probably her partner's gonna wind up being Bailey.
Yeah. So AJ Styles comes out. They chant his name for like at least 4 fucking minutes. Just cheering AJ, just being happy for AJ. And then we had AJ versus Dom. For the IC title, Dom wins because of fucking Grande Americano, numero dos.
Numero dos. Oh shit.
So I want this to be over, but it's probably not going to be over. But I want it to be over. I really do want it to be over.
What, the AJ and Dom thing or the Grande Americano thing?
AJ and Dom thing. I'm cool with the Grande Americano. I just want AJ and Dom thing to be cool. It's over.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Should be over now.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyway.
So this is where we get our first misdirect because we see Punk talking to Rhea. And if you notice, they're not in the same place that Punk was earlier. And Pierce comes up and talks to Punk, and he's like, yo, you know he's in the building, right? Punk was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's in the building. It's like, when did he get in the building? He's like, I don't know. You moved, but he's in the building. It's like, God damn it. Because, like, you weren't in the same place, so of course he got in the building.
Dummy.
Then we had Rusev. Rusev said, Sheamus, I beat the shit out of you. I respect you. And I don't know what's next, but something's going to be next.
What do you think is next?
I, if it's going the way people think it's going, I'm just be like, all right, whatever, who cares? Like, people are trying to say it's going to be a bar part 2, which I'm just like, whatever, who gives a shit?
Bar part two? What the fuck?
Yeah. Like Sheamus and Rusev, the new tag team champs. All right.
Oh, that bar. I thought you meant like the bar fight type shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
No, no, the bar.
Gotcha.
Then we had CM Punk. And CM Punk comes out and talks shit. He's like, yo, Seth, bring your bitch ass out here. I'm going to kick your ass. But Becky comes out. And Punk's like, all right, just cut the shit. I want your husband. Like, and Becky's like, no, 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 no. You're going to talk to me. And Becky just starts talking shit to CM Punk and says that you've been tormenting my family and we're going to get payback and this is not right, blah, blah, blah. Like, this segment was actually really good. Like, this was really good. And
Yes.
Becky was just running down Punk. And Punk, like, would say, like, 1 or 2 lines to her, but, like, then she'd get in his face and start talking shit to him. And then Seth shows up. And Seth's in the entrance, and Punk's trying to get to him. And Becky keeps getting in the way. She keeps getting in the way. And then all of a sudden, he just runs off. And then Becky turns Punk around and she slaps him about 6, 7, 11 times. Just pat, 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 pat. Also, they were chanting for AJ Lee, and Becky goes, she doesn't work here. It just kept fucking slapping the shit out of him. She slapped him, and then Punk just grabbed the mic and said, you're going to pay for that. Like, okay. At this point, at this point,
Hmm.
the show was over. Like I swear to God, the show was over. Because I was like, damn, that's the go home segment. I was like, that's fucking crazy. And then all of a sudden, it was like, the main event is up next. What fucking main event? That was it. There was no more show after that. Like I was done. I was like, that was such a great segment that I was like, yes, it's no more show after this. But they said it was the main event match. I was shocked.
I was done at that point too, so
Yeah.
it ain't only you.
Mm-hmm. So then we get Punk meeting Pierce. And so Pierce is trying to talk to Punk. And Punk just says, where's SmackDown? Because I saw them say that John Cena was going to be on SmackDown in Chicago. My brain was like, damn, they're going to be in Chicago? Well, CM Punk's not going to be in Chicago. And Punk just goes, SmackDown's going to be in Chicago. I was like, oh, shit. And then Pierce was like, yeah. And Punk said, tremendous. And walked off. Now, people immediately picked up and goes, oh, the tremendous was a shot to Mendez. You know, Mendez, because that's AJ's last name. I
Huh?
mean, it was a reach. It was a reach. It was a reach. It was a reach, but people reached for it and they grabbed. And apparently, Punk's going to be on SmackDown in Chicago.
Because I did think tremendous meant something, but my mind didn't go there. Like I was gonna ask you, what do you think it meant? But yeah, not that.
So there is a theory, but the theory was a deep cut, but it was so deep of a cut that, like, even when they brought it up, I was at a loss for, like, how the fuck did that even make sense? But like, it is a deep cut, like a too deep of a deep cut, because tremendous was said in a promo between Raven and CM Punk in Ring of Honor. And it was like such a deep cut and it had nothing to do with nothing. And people just like reached for it. I was like, that is such a deep cut and it has nothing to do with nothing, but okay, pal. That's all I can say is okay.
Yeah, I don't see the relevance in this situation.
Me neither. That's what, but like like I said, it was a reach and it was a deep, deep cut, but it's like, okay, that's kind of weird, but all right. Then we had the main event and it was Jey Uso versus, well, no, Jey Uso and LA Knight versus Braun and Braun. Braun and Braun won, and they just start beating up Jay, and they beat up LA. And all I could think of, who the fuck is gonna help Jay? Who's gonna help Jay? I was like, you know, Jimmy's on the other show, but I don't even think he's there. Like, who the fuck is gonna help him? And then it was Jimmy. Jimmy helped him. And he
I could
said,
blame you, right?
yeah, you can blame me. Yeah, it was my fault. So Jimmy helped Jay, and he said, I got your back, Oos. I got your back. So that's how the show went off. So that means
Question.
answer.
So, like I didn't quite hear what MJ was saying. Obviously, I'm deaf. I'd never hear shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like, apparently, Jay was saying something to the effect of like, "I need you, Oos. Like, I can't do it on my own." Something like that. Like, really laid it in. Like, we need to tag team back or some shit.
No, he did say that. He
He
did say
did.
that. Yeah, he did say that, and that's why Jay. That's why Jimmy was like, "Yeah, I'm here." But the thing is, like, see, you're reaching for something else, but that's not what it is. They're gonna have a tag match. They're definitely
Okay.
having a tag match. It's gonna be a
Okay.
tag match versus Braun and Braun. As far as them staying together, it's not staying together. It's not
Okay.
gonna be a thing where like they're running through the tag division. That's a thing. It's not that.
Good.
This is just gonna be, hey, I got your back. I'm here. I'm gonna help you because you need me. And when this all goes through, the last thing that's gonna go through with this is Jimmy's gonna tell Jay, yo, you don't really need me. You can do this. I'm telling you, you got this. You got your confidence back. I got your back. If you ever need me, blah, blah, blah. And once he does that, we're going to see Jay go on another run as like the top dog.
That happens, I'm fine with it.
Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Like they're gonna be a tag match. And I mean, they're going to be a tag. They're going to get rid of Brian and Brian, which is probably going to wind up on the pay per view. And they're going to do a couple of tag team things. But that's not it. Like, I mean, it's over. Like, it's done. And it's like, yo, I'm going to promote you and make you feel like you got your confidence back. Because that's what's going to happen at the end. He's going to get his confidence back and he's going to run through everything. And it is what it is. Like, that's it.
I'm down with that. Then.
Yeah. And so here's the thing.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about the fuck up. This fuck up by the WWE shop account. They're talking about this big fuck up because they was asking for AJ Lee merch. And the WWE shop account said, hey, we're glad to have AJ back in the ring, blah, 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 blah. If you read that, a normal human, if you read that as a normal human, you would go, wait a minute. This chat AI bullshit? Like, what the fuck is going on? That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And people got so upset because it's like, oh, I can't believe WWE spoiled it. No, it was chat AI. It was not. It wasn't somebody that wrote that and said, oh, there it goes. Like if you look at the cadence, the wording, and the way it was an AI response.
I don't know how nobody noticed that. I even noticed that.
Because people just saw it and immediately was like, oh my God, they admitted it. They said it. Because like the thing is, everybody they want to get it confirmed because this is such a big deal. They want to confirm.
Yeah.
And they thought that this was a straight up confirmation. And like I said, once you look at it and read it, it was an AI response. It was the AI response that was taking keywords of somebody's tweet and responding. So yeah, I was like, that's not a confirmation, but Fightful did confirm it. Fightful confirmed it. PWI Insider confirmed it. Yeah, I mean, we know what's gonna happen.
Like, I don't know why people need confirmation, because that it's like 75 to 90% chance she's showing up. Like for real, for real. You know what I mean? Even if it wasn't confirmed anywhere else. Like in the back of your mind, you know that, you know?
No, you can't say that. You cannot say that because it's WWE. You know how many times we have been right on the precipice of something cool and we're like, yo, this is about to happen. And it's like all but confirmed. It's like 90 to 80% confirmed. And we're like, it's going to happen. What do they
I mean,
do? They switch it up.
yeah, like I said on the last podcast, like it could wind up being Nikki Bella or Rhea Ripley in this case, since like she was like talking to Punk or whatever. But I don't know, it'd be like a real bad idea if they do that shit. Really fuck up.
It would be, but like, that's what I mean. It's like, that's why people need a confirmation because they've seen it happen before. It happens all the time where it's like, we're about to get something and WWE goes, nah. And it's like, that's why they don't want to get, like, people are still not getting their hopes up. Like, there's some people who are like huge AJ fans, like, I'm not getting my hopes up until I can officially see her. No matter how many confirmations it is, they're not getting their hopes up until it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's like we know it can happen. It's here. It looks like it's here, but we need a confirmation. We need official confirmation. We need something, please. Anything.
Like I'm 100% sure she's showing up, but if
Hmm.
she doesn't, I also won't be surprised.
Listen, I would be more surprised if she doesn't show up. That would be the most shocking thing if she doesn't show up. Like, and tomorrow, on SmackDown, it I don't want something to happen if it's not going to happen right.
Yeah,
So I would love for Punk to come out there. They do the little tease. Nothing else happens. They just do the tease. If they're going to show her, Becky and Seth have to show up. Becky and Seth have to show up. If they show up to just like spoil Punk's party, and Punk's is like, yo, I'm in Chicago. I'm glad to be here. This is my home, blah, blah, blah. And Becky and Seth show up, and then AJ shows up, I'm like, all right, perfect. But I would not want her to show up unless it's with Becky and Punk. Because they could do it, they could do it multiple ways. They could do Punk comes out tomorrow, he does his thing, blah blah blah. And then Becky and Seth show up. They just beat the shit out of them. And then you just see at the end, Punk's just like, yo, I'm on my way home. You got your stuff? All right. It just like lets you know like something is gonna happen.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I got you. Yeah,
Like, cause it'll be a straight up tease because like it won't be official because it's like it's just a tease. You're like, the fuck? And they just like they could keep teasing it out, and like her first appearance could be at the pay per view. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They can do the tease. They can do the tease. But people want to see her. But for me, I would hold it off as long as possible and let them know that it's happening. Let them know that it's happening. Keep pressing the button like it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. But she doesn't show up until WrestlePalooza. Like I would be excited because it's like we know it's coming. We know it's coming, and like it's all but confirmed. Especially on the go home, he's just like, yeah, my partner is AJ Lee, and everybody lose it. And the first time we see her is at WrestlePalooza.
yeah. Not anytime before that.
Yeah, like that's how I would do it. But also like WWE's kind of like, no, 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 we have to do it. We have to do it, so we have to bring her on TV before this.
Meh.
But I just hope they don't fuck this up because like this is special. Like this is the reason why AEW decided, hey, we're gonna go at 3 o'clock and you guys can have 7 o'clock. You know,
Yeah, that's exactly why.
yeah. Even though Brock Lesnar is going to be on SmackDown because he's gonna wrestle John Cena, which only has a few dates left, and that's a shoot for now.
Like 8.
Yeah, and after SmackDown tomorrow, it'll be 7.
Yeah,
So that's a shoot for now. Like I said, for now, it's a shoot. I don't know if they're gonna like get him to do other stuff, but it's a shoot for now. Because I know he has Crown Jewel. He's gonna wrestle. He's gonna wrestle the Survivor Series, and he's also gonna wrestle at his last match. That's 3. So then that's 4 other dates that's going to be a thing. Because tomorrow's gonna be his last SmackDown, and he's gonna be a Raw superstar from now on. So we got 3 other dates. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know how they're gonna do it. They gotta figure something out.
they'll do it.
They have to. They have to because like you can't just like fuck this up at the end. Like you're right. You're right almost at the finish line. You got 3 more months. You got 3 more months. You can't fuck this up now. You got 3 months. Do not fuck this up. It's right here at the finish. We're right here. Don't fuck this up. We're close. It's almost over. Don't fuck this up.
I'll be so pissed if they fuck it up.
Listen, it's WWE. They're notorious for fucking shit up by accident.
Yeah,
Cause like this is the most perfect layup. Like, hey, boom, there you go. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's right there. It's right there. But then they can still fuck it up because they're them.
It's
But
kind of disappointing now.
listen. I'm gonna put my hopes up. I'm gonna put my hopes up, and I'm just gonna agree with it. So, any last